Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Amanda, welcome. And if you've been here for a while, then welcome back. So today I wanted to film my Q&A. And I know I talked about this last month, so it's been a while. I'm sorry about my voice. I am getting over being sick. Jamie got sick Thursday. I got sick Saturday. Our oldest, it's going through all of us, but we are on the mend. So I got a lot of really good questions. I've got 14, and then I thought I would throw in like a bonus question. So for my first question, it's what's your favorite Christian song? And that for me is "'Tis So Sweet to Trust in Jesus." It's in the Red Book hymnal. I think it's page 137. That song's special to me. Our pastor, I I don't know. God puts it on his heart. It seems like when we go to church, if I'm having a difficult time or going through something, he always sings that. So it's always been a blessing. Number two, what's your favorite Bible verse? And that's a hard one because there's plenty of verses that I really enjoy. But I guess if I had to pick one, it would be 2 Timothy 1:7, which is actually the um, screensaver on my cell phone. And it's for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. I had it copied to make sure I had it right. Um, Number three, what is your favorite food? And number four was what's your favorite dinner? Um, and that one's kind of hard for me because I like a lot of different things. Chicken and dumplings, pinto beans and cornbread, and usually anything with chicken. I like chicken and barbecue, so those are really hard for me. I'm pretty much, as long as it's not raw fish, I'll eat it, I guess. Um, Number five, what made you want to start your YouTube channel? So for me, I would get on YouTube and it felt like I had a hard time finding people that I could relate to. And I'm by no means down on anybody, but a lot of them that I would see or it would recommend, had big, nice houses and stuff. And that's good. That's fine for them, but I couldn't relate to that. So I wanted to start my channel to kind of, be more of, I don't, maybe be somebody that people could relate to, that just average people, and of course to be glorifying to the Lord was a big one. Um, if you could visit anywhere, where would it be? So that is easy for me. Israel. That would be where I would visit. Just to go over there to Jerusalem, and see the Jordan River and just walk where Jesus walked. That would be perfect, perfect vacation. um, Favorite Christian movie? That one's hard. I would have to say Facing the Giants and Fireproof are kind of neck and neck for me. We actually watched those this weekend. So those are two of my favorites, and also Mom's Night Out. So if you've never seen Mom's Night Out, you definitely should check it out. I really enjoy that movie, and I'll still watch it. And you laugh and you cry. It's just a really good movie, and I can relate a lot to the main character, Allison. Um, and it's just, if you've never watched it, or if you have, let me know in the comments. I really enjoy it, and Jamie and the boys enjoy it as well. It is hilarious. What do you and your husband do for date night that's affordable? And that's a good one. And when I was reading these questions, I just kind of smiled because, honestly, me and Jamie, like, we don't really, I mean, for our 10th wedding anniversary, I think we went out to eat, just the two of us. When our boys were little, we actually went out and got food and went to the park. So our date nights, honestly, are at home. So when the boys are in bed, we'll cuddle up on the couch and watch a movie together. And that, to me, is, I don't need anything else. So that's what we do. I'm sure that will change, and of course right now with everybody, it seems like everybody is kind of on a tighter budget, than typically. So, maybe that will change if finances change or as our boys get older, and they go on to do their own thing. But for now, that's what we do. We cuddle up and watch a movie. Where do you find your recipes and how do you budget for them? So honestly, I find my recipes from Pinterest, YouTube videos, and cookbooks that I've got. A lot of Pinterest though, and YouTube videos. And the best way to that I budget for them is, well, I don't really know. It's the easiest way for me is I will go through and pick. I'll have a lot of recipes that I want to try, but if I know it's a month that's going to be a little more tight, then I'll pick recipes that take fewer ingredients or cheaper ingredients, or meals that I know I can have leftovers the next day to kind of two in one. Um, that's the best way I know to do that. And of course, I will shop my ingredients that I have at home, and I like to plan meals around that. So if I find a recipe and I've got almost everything I need, then that's perfect. That's ideal because I don't have to buy anything else. So that I like that. What are some hobbies you enjoy? I enjoy coloring and I enjoy reading and putting together puzzles. I like crossword puzzles, just things like that. That kind of, I guess, I don't know. It's like when you're sitting there doing a puzzle or whatever, your mind's on what you're doing. So kind of takes your mind off things. And so that's what coloring, reading, crossword puzzles, and puzzles. What is your favorite homemaking thing to do? That's easy for me. I love to bake and cook, being in the kitchen. I always have loved to bake from the time I was little. Family members used to have me make cakes and cupcakes for baby showers and birthdays, and I'm talking like from the time I was 11 or 12. That was my job and our family on mama's side. So, and I enjoy it still. What's your least favorite homemaking thing to do? That's easy. The bathroom. I do not like to clean the bathrooms. Also, to be honest, laundry. I don't mind laundry if I have kept it caught up. Since we've been sick, it's gotten behind, and it's not my favorite thing to do to get caught back up. But yeah, we're working on it. Definitely a work in progress, and I owe that to my mother-in-law. She helped me kind of get a laundry routine. That's something she did. Her clothes were washed and dried and put away every day. Laundry did not pile up. Um, what's your goal on YouTube so far? So actually, I would say that I've, hit my goal because, of course, it was to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I done that, and that it blows my mind. When I started, it was just 100. If I could get 100, and the more that I've been doing YouTube, I've kind of realized that I don't. I mean, to make a little bit of money off of it would be great. To be able to help my family out, that would be a blessing. But I've decided that wherever this YouTube journey takes me, it'll be God's will because um, I just want to be glorifying to the Lord and point people to Him. If there's somebody that may, watch a video that's not been to church or doesn't know much about the Lord, I just want to shine a light for Him. So that has become more of my goal, just to be glorifying to God. That's the main thing for me. And like I said, if I grow and eventually it becomes a source of income, that's great, but if not, then, it is what it is. Let's see. What's your favorite devotional you've used so far for your videos? That one is a hard one because I have enjoyed every single devotional that I have shared with you guys. Um, they've all been a blessing, but I guess right now I would say it's the one that I'm using right now, the devotional coloring book that we picked up from Walmart. It has been, plus it has coloring pages, and like I told you, I like to color, but it has been a blessing. So I guess this would be my favorite one so far. Of course, I say that, and then if I went back and looked at some of the older ones, they've all been really good. They really have. Um, and then the bonus question is, what's your favorite thing about YouTube? And that would be you guys. So I have met some of the sweetest women, and I call them my sisters because that's what they are. Some of the most encouraging and blessed women that I never would have met had it not been for YouTube. And it blows my mind to think that I communicate with Ashley, who's in Canada, and Raylynn, who's up north, and my sweet sister Carol out in California, and I've had people comment from England and stuff, and it honestly blows my mind to be able to talk to people that are so far away that I would have never had the opportunity to talk to before. And they have really blessed and encouraged me and have uplifted me, just in the exact moment that I need it. One of them will comment or I'll get a message and I hadn't even spoke to them about, what's been on my mind. Me and my husband will be talking about it and I'll get a message or a comment from them. And it's exactly what I need at that time. That's like Sweet Bonnie. I always hear from her on my videos too. And it's a blessing. And I've got friends that are older, friends that are my age, friends that are younger, and it's just an all around good, well rounded group of friends that I've made, and I'm so, so thankful. So I appreciate the questions, guys. They were really good questions. And of course, I have to share the devotional in the video, and that's a little hamster wheel. And this devotional I thought it was perfect for this video. And it's titled How to Be Still, and the verse is Psalms 46:10. And it reads, Psalms 46:10 reminds us that God is never asking us to perform for Him or try to be more than we are. He's simply calling us to be still and remember who He is to us. This simple truth can set the tone for everything else in our lives. But it's easy to forget that the knowing part of that verse comes only after the being still part. First, we are invited to inner stillness. Only then can we know as we become deeply aware of His comforting presence. And for this to happen, we have to do something that can be challenging for many of us. We have to step away from all of our doing and spend some intentional time simply being. If you've ever tried practicing stillness, whether to pray and hear from God or to reflect on His Word, you may have learned that it can be really tough to stop and pause. It's hard for many of us to sit with ourselves and our thoughts for very long. Once we turn off the screens and other distractions around us and still our bodies, we become keenly aware of how often our minds overthink and how our thought cycles and obsessions function like hamsters on a wheel. Many of us can only take a few minutes of that total stillness and silence before we reach for something to distract us. Learning to be present in the moment is an exercise for the spirit, just as a workout is for the physical body. We may have to ease into it to build those inner muscles, but the longer we are able to settle into the simple awareness, the more of God's wonderful peace we can feel. Lord, sitting still is so anti-cultural today, but I want to be quiet before you and hear your voice. Please quiet my spirit and lead me on. And I know that devotion stuck out to me because I've spoken to y'all so many times that I deal with that. I'm all about distractions because with anxiety and depression, you start to, your mind starts to wander and it takes you to places that you don't want to go. So, yeah, I wanted to share that, we're up here not far from our place, some property that, my husband actually mows, and it's beautiful up here. I was kind of hoping that some deer would come out. We feed them and take care of them up here behind us. And there's some beautiful sunsets that happen up here. But of course, with me talking and you can hear the dogs barking and mowers going, I guess they decided. I told my husband they've been out every day this week, all throughout the day. There's a mama with her babies, and I said they won't come out today. You watch, but maybe I can get some pictures and insert them in here so y'all can see them. So I've rambled enough. I hope that you guys enjoy the video. I thank you so much for being here. I love you guys and I appreciate each and every one of you. And Lord willing, we will see y'all on the next one. Be blessed.